Hey friend, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and you are on my homestead here in Wyoming. And we are having a excellent problem, but we have eggs coming out our ears. Our ladies are laying about 8 to 9 eggs per day. And so with that, there's only 3 of us living here. We have a lot of eggs to go through. We do have some friends coming to pick them up, and they also come and do Easter egg hunts with their kids every now and again, but we need to get some of these eggs preserved up. So we are going to do a huge breakfast prep today. Now, I don't have much time, so I'm gonna try to cruise through these recipes and see how quickly we can get them done. So on today's agenda, we are going to be making 2 different types of breakfast sandwiches: tater tot casserole, blueberry muffins, cottage cheese protein pancakes, and a crustless quiche. So let's get going. Now, last night around 9 o'clock, we were sitting down to start relaxing, and I just decided I should cook up our meat to make life easier and quicker today. And so I did that. So I thought I had more breakfast sausage in my freezer than I actually did have. And so what I do have a lot of is these maple breakfast links. So I decided to just go ahead and cook some of these up because it's basically the same thing. I could have gone through and got the casing off of all of these, but I did not want to go through that effort. So I just went ahead and cooked these up, and then I'm just gonna cut them up, and we're gonna use these for our tater tot casserole. Now the tater tot casserole has tater tots in it, so it obviously already has some bite to it, like some texture. So I think just having some sausage diced up will actually be a really nice change, and I think the maple flavor is gonna be really, really yummy in this casserole. I'm just gonna put these in here. And we do like our casseroles to be pretty meat heavy, so I'm gonna cut up a lot of sausage, and then whatever we don't use, I'm just gonna put in the freezer, and that's basically a great protein that we can have with our pancakes. And because I'm going through so many eggs today, I'm gonna get a bowl and keep my shells in there so that I can give them back to the chickens. And this is one I kind of just follow my heart on. I'm probably gonna do about 10-ish eggs. Then I'm gonna add in some milk. And then to this, I'm gonna add some pepper, salt, some garlic powder, and a little bit of cheese. This is just Kobe Jack. We're gonna give this pan a good spray. And then lay down our tater tots. Oops, wrong things. And you just want enough to line the bottom in a thin single layer. We're gonna call that good. And then over our mixture goes all right, and before the oven could even be preheated, we have 1 recipe done. Let's get going on recipe number 2. I do need a little bit of a larger bowl, so I grabbed this one. For this recipe, we are going to get going on the crustless quiche. And this is a recipe that I grew up on, and I have never had anyone eat it and not absolutely rant and rave about it. It is such a good one. It is just like my childhood go-to, all of our Christmases and everything. This is the recipe we ate and everyone loved it. So we are going to start with 4 eggs. And then to our eggs, we need 2 cups of milk. 2. And this works with any kind of milk. I'm just using whole because that's what my son drinks, but I've definitely done it with skim, any kind of milk. And then the secret ingredient for this recipe is Bisquick. So for any kind of pancake mix that requires you to add ingredients, so you don't want to use like a just add water mix. You need to use a mix that is like, you need to add eggs and oil and ingredients to make the pancakes. We find Bisquick works the best. So 3/4 cup of Bisquick. And I literally have Bisquick in my house just to make this recipe. We don't ever use Bisquick. Okay, we're gonna mix the Bisquick in. And it's okay if it's a little bit lumpy. You wanna get all the big lumps out, but if there's some small lumps, that's totally fine. And what I love about this is you can make the same batter and then divide it and put multiple toppings or add-ins in. So our favorite growing up was broccoli and bacon. We also love onion and sausage. It's whatever you like. If you're gonna do onion, I would recommend you cook the onion before you put it in. You could do a green chili and sausage. That would be super delicious. Whatever you want. Then we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of butter softened. And I'm gonna break this up because the ingredients are cold. And so if I put this all in one lump, it's gonna all get cold. Or it'll all stay a lump. So we'll just break it up a little bit. Now I'm gonna add in our mix-ins. So here I have 1.5 pounds of breakfast sausage. I'm gonna do about a pound, we'll see, probably about a pound or so of sausage. And then I'll just freeze the rest for an easy breakfast. Add a stir. And then finally, you want to add 8 ounces of Parmesan. My sweet baby is on a Parmesan kick right now. He loves Parmesan, so I thought I had more, but I don't. I'm just gonna make up for the lack of Parmesan with some of this Kobe Jack. So you want 8 ounces of Parmesan and 8 ounces of cheddar. I don't have either, so I'm gonna use Kobe Jack. And then I prefer this one in a pie pan because it's a quiche. It's a crustless quiche. But it kind of forms a little bit of a crust with the Bisquick. I don't know. You got to take our word for it, my word for it. It is delicious. I would definitely try it. Every time we make this, someone asks for the recipe. So we're going to dump this in. Perfect. These are both gonna go in at 375 degrees. And they go for about an hour or so. All right, we're gonna get going on our blueberry muffins. So for these, we need 4 eggs. I am doubling this recipe. And if you have been here for a while, you might remember my son was unable to have eggs. And so for a while there, I was making egg-free things. He had an egg intolerance. And my doctor said about 80% of kids outgrow it, according to what she has seen. And we are lucky enough that our sweet boy was one of those who outgrew it. So I'm excited that we're able to get our chicken eggs into his diet now. So that's 4 eggs. We're gonna add in 1 cup of milk. We're gonna need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So we always measure that with our heart. 2 cups of sugar. There's 1. 2. And I should have done this in my stand mixer. I don't know why I didn't. We're gonna need 4 cups of flour. 1. And then we also are gonna need 4 teaspoons of baking powder. That's 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon, but my tablespoon, actually I think will fit in here. Perfect. Okay, there's our batter. That looks beautiful, nice and silky. And then I'm gonna add in 4 cups of blueberries. Okay, that looks good. Our dough definitely dyed purple, but there was a good amount of juice from the berries. So that is to be expected. Now let's get our muffin trays ready to go. I recently discovered these parchment paper muffin liners, and they are incredible. Nothing sticks to them. There's no dye in them. There's no bleach. They're just brown parchment paper. And then I'm going to take our muffin scoop and start scooping. With both trays full into a 400-degree oven, these are going to go. And then I'm just gonna put these off to the side and we'll finish these up. Okay, now we're changing gears completely and we're gonna get going on the banana pancakes. So I need, 1 cup of oat flour. And I tell you what, that quiche and egg bake is starting to smell very good. Next, I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I need 2 bananas, just the bananas, not the liquid. Then we need whatever our heart desires on cinnamon, probably about a teaspoon. A teaspoon of vanilla. 1 egg. And a cup of cottage cheese. We'll call that good. Okay, lid back on, blend this up. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Let's get this over to the stove. Because I'm using a blender, I could just dump it, but I cannot stand when it's like dripping down the side. So I'm gonna scoop the batter in. I'm gonna heat this pan up for our eggs for our breakfast sandwiches. And then over here, we need to get to flipping. These pancakes got very large. We're gonna get some eggs going. I'm just going to pepper them. At the same time, my muffins are done. Okay, it is finally time to assemble our breakfast sandwiches. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do blueberry breakfast sandwiches, and then we're gonna do English muffin. Blueberry is my favorite, and this sounds weird, I know, but I love doing a blueberry bagel with a cream cheese spread on top. So cream cheese and a blueberry bagel, that is like my perfect combination. So we're gonna do that on the sandwiches, or on the bagels. And then the English muffins, you could do a honey mustard, you could do whatever sauce you like. I really like ketchup on these, I know. Some of you are probably like, oof. But I just do the cream cheese and the ketchup I do after, so I pull them out of the freezer and then as we're eating them, or after I heat them up, that's when I put the cream cheese or ketchup on. So for these, we're gonna go with pepper jack. Then my hands are clean. I'm just going to put on an egg. And I'm trying to pick the smaller, prettier eggs for the English muffins, just so they fit a little bit better. And we are 1 egg short because as I was putting it on, I dropped it. As I was putting it on the plate. Yeah, we're 2 eggs short. Let me cook up 2 more eggs. 1 egg didn't really seem like it to make, but 2 eggs, that's probably worth it. Okay, and then yesterday I cooked up some bacon, so we're just going to lay that down on the sandwiches as well. And I don't have a ton of bacon, so I'm gonna start light and we can always add more if I have enough. And I like to put the meat on the cheese, that way the cheese melts into the meat and helps hold it on. And here is a final look at all of the breakfast items. Thank you so much for joining. If you liked today's video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friend.